Well, there's a new big truck. She's a good one. Let's just go to drive. See what we can't find this morning. Yep, still dark. Oh well. Let's step out for a minute. Yep, there we go. That's a good looking truck, boys. Got the big pipes. Old style Pete. Yep, she's a good one. I'll call it the monster. 810 horsepower. Got the big old tanks on it. Got the two boxes. Got the fancy back end. It's got about everything. Got Michelin's all the way around. Yeah, she's a good one. I went with steel wheels, and I think I said that last night. Mainly because of heavy haul. Places you got to get into. It's rocky and stuff like that. There ain't nothing wrong with aluminum. I just prefer steel, as I've actually bent an aluminum rim before. All right, let's get this bad boy fired up here this morning. See if we can't go find us a load. Well, it's 810 horsepower. Takes a little to start it. There we go. Ooh, she sounds good this morning. Uh-huh. All right. Go to the old load board. I think we're in, Silica, Riverton, Wyoming to Pocatello, Idaho. Well, let's just see what that's all about. Pays well, $13,000. Yep, 375 miles. Let's go to Idaho. Y'all want to go to Idaho? I want to go to Idaho. We're going to take that job. I think we can hook on to it right here. 1:16 in the morning. I wish I could get my head tracker to quit doing that. Or maybe it's going to quit. No, you're going to quit being, got to quit being so grumpy. Head tracker. I'll figure out where this trailer's at now. In the pitch black. And I think I'm moving away from it. Cannot see out of those mirrors. We're going to have to do a little adjusting on this thing. Hurry, B. All right, Mr. Tracker. We just ain't working worth a hoot this morning. Well, it's terrible. We might have to wait till daylight. Pull this thing out of here. And around the bend we go in the big mean machine. Funny how I'm driving this old style Pete, and it's got no power steering. Yep. Roll out there and get myself another ticket. Wouldn't be good. All right, light. You silly thing. Just want to see if I can get some fuel here so I don't run out. But it don't look too promising. Maybe they got it out back. I don't know. Well, they got it there. Just don't see no green. Oh, well. Another one of them very dark nights. 4:21 in the morning. ThePappaPickle cruising right along. Wake up the neighbors. Well, looks like the sun's going to start coming up here. Looks like we got us a fuel stop here. We're going to take advantage of that. And full. Gonna be a little tight. We'll be all right, though. I'm going to make it work. I cannot see if anything's coming. I'm kind of working with a handicap here. I can tell y'all, it's going to be a long trip through these mountains. We can do it, though. Another one of them trips where we ain't going to be doing a whole lot of talking, mainly because I got to pay attention to the road. You got to go in gear, truck. There you go. Yep, this definitely reminds me of that old Pete I used to drive. I was working for a rodeo company. I handled all their bulls, hauled them all around. I've had a job just about all my life. I've probably been buying my own clothes since I was 13 years old. I'd get off of school and work for the farmers that lived around us. I actually had one gentleman, he had a big old field. He grew sunflowers, sometimes corn, but mostly sunflowers. And it was a huge field, all irrigated. Well, he didn't have to, but he'd let me go out there with a tote sack and pick up as much. I got to drive over the curb here just to make this turn. Anyway, I hope I'm going the right way now. Anyhow, he would let me go out there and fill that tote sack full of sunflowers. I'd just walk around till I found a big pile of them where they had basically fallen out of the combine. And I'd shake them out into that tote sack, I'd get that thing full and take it over to his house, and he'd give me 50 cents. Had another gentleman I used to tear out old fence for and help him build a new fence. And he had a dairy farm, had a bunch of dairy cows that he milked every day. I'd go in and clean his barn from one end to the other. When I was done, you couldn't even find dust on the rafters. I've always been that way. I've always enjoyed working. I like to make money. I like to pay my own way, do my own thing. I don't really need much from anybody. I can just handle it just fine on my own. We're about 152 miles from Pocatello. Like I said, it's going to be a long old trip on these windy mountain roads. Port of entry coming up. Now, where are you at, Port of entry? We've got to turn right. We'll just sneak in here for a minute. We'll get there, Port of entry, man. Yeah, top of the morning to you. We're going to step out here just a moment. Check on the tires a little bit. Lights are all working. Looks like the tires are all good. That's a good looking truck right there. Well, I guess we just go ahead on to the port of entry. Oh, I think I come in the wrong way. Well, let's see what happens. See if they get mad at us. 34 ton. Thank you for your cooperation. Enjoy your journey. Well, I didn't get upset at me for coming in the wrong way. That's good. I guess, to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't have made that sharp turn coming in this way anyway, 'cause I don't like to do that. So there might have been a ticket involved. Well, way up high in this here peaks where the yellow jack pines grew tall. Old Sandy Bob and Buster Jiggs, they had a roundup camp last fall. They were taking their horses and their running irons and maybe a dog or two. They swore they'd brand all long-eared calves that came within their view. And any old calves with the flappy long ears that didn't brush up by day got his long ears whittled and his old hide scorched in the most artistic way. All right, enough singing for today. Used to brand a lot of calves. Used to go around to big brandings every spring. They just kind of scheduled it out. Worked with each other, neighbors did. If they were going to brand on Saturday, we'd all go help them brand, and they'd put together a big meal. We'd have lunch and finish branding. We'd brand a lot of cattle in one day. And we did it the old way. Rope them calves and rope their back feet, drag them out. Two guys would jump on them, and they'd get branded, and all the vaccinations they needed, implants or whatever. Steers would get cut. Springtime, you might go to 2-3 brandings a week, just helping your neighbors. Didn't pay much. Got you a pretty good meal out of the deal, though. Maybe a beer when you was all done. That song I was singing brought that to mind, in case you're wondering. 91 miles to Pocatello. This old cab over Pete's got a lot more power than that conventional I was driving. I have 2 of those now. 2 of those conventional Pete's. I got 2 drivers. They're going through the learning process, so I'm not making any money with those right now. So I got to keep this big old cab over rolling down the highway. Try to keep up with the bills. I know I said I was going to try to make it all the way to $1 million on that other truck, but I had the money to buy this one, and I really liked it, and I wanted it, so I bought it. And I'm having fun with it too, because it brings back a lot of memories, and it's just a truck that I'm very comfortable driving, and you gotta admit, it's pretty cool. Yeah, we're down to just 31 miles to go. The old destination, ExxonMobil. I bet that's where we're going. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the ride here in the new Peterbilt. I kind of enjoyed driving it, so it's definitely been fun. We'll be taking us right here and find where they want this trailer, get her unloaded, call her a day for a while. Yeah, kind of a tight little squeeze right here, boys. We'll make her, though, get over the hump. Well, that ain't gonna work, is it? Well, I really don't have a whole lot of choice in the matter. They just don't give you much room to pull straight up in these places. So you got to kind of maneuver it back over that way. And it's very, very hard to see out of these mirrors. I got to get these adjusted. We got to do some different things here if I'm going to be able to back this thing up. Oh, this old dog just ain't going to hunt. Hang on. All right. Whoop. Unload this thing. Unhook this thing. Hey, what do you mean I was late? Heck, I wasn't late. Well, we made $13,735 here this morning, so we're going to have to keep rolling and try to get this truck paid for. Until next time, this is Papa Pickle on behalf of the Formal Pickle. Bye.